Welcome back to our channel Ultra Rare Coins 8336. I will tell you about some special coins, so please watch the complete video. Today's video, we're going to take a closer look at the 1983 United States of America 5-cent coin, also known as the Jefferson Nickel. Is it just pocket change, or could it be worth more? Stick around to find out. The Jefferson Nickel has been a staple of U.S. currency since 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. The 1983 5-cent coin features the same classic design that has been used for decades. On the obverse, or front side, we have a portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, designed by sculptor Felix Schlag. On the reverse side, you'll see Jefferson's home, Monticello, a design that has become iconic in American coinage. Now, let's talk about mint marks. In 1983, the 5-cent coin was minted at two locations, Philadelphia and Denver. Coins minted in Philadelphia will have no mint mark, while those from Denver will have a small D mint mark to the right of Monticello on the reverse side. The 1983 Jefferson Nickel wasn't minted in San Francisco for circulation, but there are proof coins with an S mint mark, which were part of special collector sets. 1983 was a high mintage year for the Jefferson Nickel. Philadelphia minted over 647 million coins, while Denver produced over 536 million. With such high numbers, the 1983 nickel is relatively common in circulated condition. So, if you find one in your change, it's probably only worth face value. Let's start with the most common type, circulated coins. These are the nickels that have been used in everyday transactions and have the usual wear and tear. For a typical circulated 1983 nickel, the value is going to be right around its face value, 5 cents, $3.5 millions. Even in well-preserved circulated condition, the value doesn't increase much. But what if you have an uncirculated coin? This is where things get a little more interesting. An uncirculated 1983 nickel, meaning it's in mint condition with no wear or scratches, could be worth more to collectors. Depending on its grade, an uncirculated 1983 Jefferson nickel can be worth anywhere from 30 cents to $1.50. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin becomes. A pristine example, graded MS65 or higher, could fetch $10 or more. Now, let's talk about errors. Error coins can make even common coins like the 1983 nickel valuable. Look out for things like double dies, off-center strikes, or die cracks. These types of errors can increase the coin's value significantly. For example, a 1983 Jefferson nickel with a notable error could sell for anywhere from $20 to even hundreds of dollars, depending on the rarity of the error. If you have a proof coin from 1983, which was made for collectors and not for circulation, you could be looking at a higher value. Proof coins have a special mirror-like finish and are struck with more precision. A 1983 proof nickel could be worth around $1 to $5 depending on its condition. So, while the 1983 5-cent coin may only be worth its face value in most cases, finding an uncirculated or error coin could mean it's worth much more. If you have one, it might be worth taking a closer look. Today, we're diving into the 1990 United States 5-cent coin, also known as the Jefferson Nickel. You'll want to stick around to find out if this nickel could be worth more than just 5 cents. The Jefferson Nickel has been a staple of American currency since 1938, and the 1990 version is no exception. On the obverse side, we have the iconic portrait of Thomas Jefferson, designed by Felix Schlag. Flip it over, and you'll see Jefferson's famous home, Monticello, beautifully depicted on the reverse. In 1990, the U.S. Mint produced Jefferson nickels at two locations, Philadelphia and Denver. The Philadelphia Mint struck over 667 million coins, while Denver followed closely with over 608 million. So, as you can see, the 1990 Jefferson Nickel isn't exactly rare, but as always, condition plays a huge role in determining value. If you've got a 1990 nickel in average circulated condition, it's usually worth its face value, just 5 cents, $2.5 millions. You'll find these in your change quite often, and unless there's something special about your coin, that's probably where its value will stay. But don't worry. If you have a 1990 nickel in uncirculated or mint condition, you could be looking at a coin worth more than face value. Coins graded MS-65 or higher can sell for anywhere between $3 to $10, depending on demand and the quality of the coin. Now, let's talk about the real gems, error coins. Sometimes mistakes happen during the minting process, resulting in coins that collectors crave. For the 1990 nickel, you'll want to keep an eye out for misstrikes, double dies, or off-center errors. Depending on the type of error, these coins can be worth $20, $50, or even more. So, while the 1990 Jefferson Nickel is a common find in most change, coins in exceptional condition or with minting errors can certainly increase in value. Check your nickels closely, because you might just have a hidden treasure in your hands. Today, we're diving into the world of U.S. coins and taking a closer look at the 1994 United States of America 5-cent coin, also known as the Jefferson Nickel. If you have one in your collection or just found one in your pocket change, stick around as we explore its value and potential worth in today's market. The Jefferson Nickel was first introduced in 1938 and has been a staple of American currency ever since. The 1994 version, like most Jefferson Nickels, features the image of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse, or front, and his home, Monticello. On the reverse, obverse, you'll see the familiar portrait of Thomas Jefferson, facing left, along with the inscription "In God We Trust" to the left of his face. The word liberty is to the right, followed by the year 1994. On the reverse, you'll find Jefferson's iconic home, Monticello, with the inscriptions E Pluribus Unum and United States of America, as well as the coin's denomination. There were 3 different mints that produced the 1994 Jefferson Nickel. These were produced at the Philadelphia Mint, produced at the Denver Mint, proof versions made at the San Francisco Mint. You can find the mint mark on the obverse side, just to the right of Jefferson's portrait. Here's a quick breakdown of the mintage numbers. For the 1994 Jefferson Nickel, Philadelphia approximately 622 million coins minted, Denver approximately 797 million coins minted, San Francisco approximately 3 million proof coins minted. Given these high mintage numbers for both Philadelphia and Denver, the 1994 nickel is relatively common in circulation. Now, let's get into the part you've all been waiting for. How much is the 1994 nickel worth? In circulated condition, most 1994 nickels are only worth their face value of 5 cents, $1.5 million. This is due to the large mintage and the fact that most coins from this year don't carry significant collector interest unless they are in exceptional condition. Can be worth a bit more. In MS-65 condition, for example, a 1994 no-mint mark nickel from Philadelphia can fetch around $5 to $10. A 1994 D nickel from Denver in similar condition is worth about the same, $5 to $10. The 1994 S-proof nickels from San Francisco are specifically made for collectors. In PR-65 condition, these can be worth around $3 to $7, depending on the demand and overall quality. See if your 1994 nickel might be worth more than face value. Check for these factors. Coins that have been kept in mint state with no wear or damage are more valuable. Proof versions made for collectors are shinier and often worth more. Always check for possible minting errors, such as double strikes or off-center strikes. Error coins can be worth significantly more to collectors, sometimes fetching $50 or more, depending on the error. So, while most 1994 nickels are still worth only their face value, coins in uncirculated or proof condition can bring in a few extra dollars, and error coins could be the jackpot. If you have a 1994 nickel, take a closer look at its condition and mint mark. It could be more valuable than you think. Today, we're taking a closer look at the 1999 United States 5-cent coin, also known as the Jefferson Nickel. How much is it worth today? Is it a valuable collector's item, or just another coin in your change? Stick around to find out. The United States 5-cent coin from 1999 features the familiar portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse, or front, designed by Felix Schlag. On the reverse side, you'll find an image of Jefferson's home, Monticello. This design has been a staple of the Jefferson Nickel since 1938, with only minor changes made over the years. In 1999, the U.S. Mint produced over 1.2 billion Jefferson Nickels across 3 different mints: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. From Philadelphia, we have around 907 million coins. The Denver Mint produced about 1.2 billion. And for proof coins, the San Francisco Mint made 3.3 million coins, which were included in special collector's sets. Regular circulation coins are extremely common due to the high mintage, but proof coins are more desirable among collectors. Before we dive into value, let's talk about what this coin is made of. The 1999 Jefferson Nickel is composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel. It weighs 5 grams and has a diameter of 21.2 millimeters. While it may not contain precious metals like silver or gold, some Jefferson Nickels can still hold value based on rarity or condition. If you found a 1999 Jefferson Nickel in your change, it's likely a circulated coin. In circulated condition, these coins are typically only worth their face value of 5 cents. 1.2 millions. Even in better condition, known as about uncirculated or extremely fine, they generally trade for around 10 to 15 cents each, primarily because they are so common. However, uncirculated coins, those that have never been in general circulation, can be worth a bit more. In mint state condition, with grades ranging from MS60 to MS67, a 1999 nickel could fetch anywhere from 50 cents to a few dollars. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. For example, a top-tier MS67 nickel could be worth up to $40 or more at auction, but coins graded MS66 or lower are generally worth a couple of dollars at most. Now, if you have a 1999 Jefferson Nickel from the San Francisco Mint, which is a proof coin, the story changes. Proof coins are struck with special care, giving them a mirror-like finish and sharp details. These coins were never meant for circulation and are collected in sets. A 1999 proof nickel is typically worth around $1.50 to $3, depending on its condition and the demand from collectors. One area that can boost the value of your 1999 nickel is if it has a rare minting error. These could include off-center strikes, double dies, or even a coin struck on the wrong planchet. Error coins are highly sought after by collectors and can command higher prices. Depending on the error, these coins could be worth $50, $100, or even more. So, while most 1999 Jefferson Nickels are only worth their face value in circulation, those in mint state condition or with special features like errors or proofs can be worth significantly more. Always check your coins carefully. You never know when you might have a hidden treasure in your pocket. Today's video, we're diving into the value and worth of the 2014 United States of America dime. Whether you're a coin collector, a curious enthusiast, or just happened to stumble across one of these dimes in your change, we'll cover everything you need to know. So, let's get started. The US dime, which is worth 10 cents, has a long and fascinating history. The 2014 dime continues the design tradition that has been in place since 1946, featuring President Franklin D. Roosevelt on the obverse side. The design was created by sculptor John R. Sinnock as a tribute to Roosevelt's efforts to combat polio, with his image still gracing the dime today. The reverse side of the coin shows a torch symbolizing liberty, an olive branch representing peace, and an oak branch signifying strength. This combination is a strong representation of American ideals. Let's talk about the specifications of the 2014 US dime. The coin is made primarily of copper, with a nickel coating. It has a diameter of 17.91 millimeters and weighs 2.268 grams. This standard composition has been in place for decades, making the 2014 dime similar to many dimes produced in recent years. Now, depending on where the dime was minted, you might see a small mint mark letter on the coin. If you look closely at the obverse side, to the right of Roosevelt's neck, you'll either see a P for Philadelphia, D for Denver, or an S for San Francisco. The Philadelphia and Denver mints are responsible for producing the majority of these dimes for circulation, while the San Francisco Mint produces dimes for proof sets. So, what is the collector's value of a 2014 dime? If you've got a regular dime from circulation, it's most likely worth its face value 10 cents $90,000. However, there are certain factors that could increase its value, such as the coin's condition or whether it's a proof coin. For circulated dimes in average condition, there is little to no added value. But if you have an uncirculated or mint condition dime, you could be looking at a value of around 50 cents to $1. Proof versions of the 2014 dime, which were struck in San Francisco, tend to be worth more. These coins are typically sold in special collector sets and have sharper details and a mirror-like finish. Depending on the condition, a proof dime could be valued at around $2 to $4. Of course, error coins can always bring higher value. Error dimes from 2014, such as those with off-center strikes, double dies, or other minting mistakes, can fetch much higher prices. Depending on the severity and rarity of the error, these coins can be worth anywhere from $5 to $50 or more. In summary, the 2014 dime is generally worth its face value in circulation, but uncirculated, proof, or error versions can bring higher prices to collectors. If you've got a 2014 dime, be sure to check its mint mark and condition to see if it could be worth more than just 10 cents. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about the value of other coins, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Also, drop a comment below if you have any interesting 2014 dimes or other coins you'd like us to cover. See you next time.